Okay, so I just read about this tool called Magika that identifies file types using AI. Wait, it can do that in milliseconds.
Seriously, that's impressive. It must be using some heavy-duty deep learning models, right?
Exactly, it's been trained on about 100 million samples across over 200 content types. That's wild.
Right, but I wonder how accurate it can really be, especially with so many different file types.
Well, it claims to achieve around 99% accuracy. That's pretty solid for a file detection tool.
But doesn't that depend on the dataset used? What if there are file types it hasn't encountered?
True, that's a good point. It does have a threshold system to decide how much to trust its predictions.
Interesting. So it can provide generic labels if it's unsure. Sounds like a safety net.
Exactly, it can label files as unknown binary data or generic text document if it's not confident.
That makes sense, but I wonder how it handles mixed content types in one file.
That's a bit tricky. I imagine it focuses on specific portions of the file.
Yeah, but if a file has multiple formats mixed in, how does it prioritize which type to identify?
Good question, it might weigh the most common or significant aspects of the file.
That sounds intuitive, but does it slow down performance with larger files?
Not really, it maintains a near constant inference time, which is impressive.
So it's almost like a magic trick. What about the integration with other tools like VirusTotal?
Yes, it routes files through various security scanners, improving user safety across platforms.
That's a huge benefit, but I can see privacy concerns arising. How do they handle that?
It's essential they have strict privacy measures, especially with email and file storage involved.
Exactly. But are there any users expressing concerns about accuracy leading to false positives?
Nobody's complained yet, but false positives could definitely undermine trust in the tool.
For sure. It reminds me of how spam filters sometimes misclassify legitimate emails.
Right, and those misclassifications can be frustrating for users. I hope they're monitoring feedback.
That's crucial. If users can report issues, it could help improve the model over time.
Yes, continuous learning is vital for AI tools, especially in dynamic environments.
Agreed. I love that they provide a web demo too, allowing users to try it out.
Me too, it makes it accessible without installation. That's a smart move.
Right? It's like giving a taste test before committing to something bigger.
Exactly, and the CLI options seem extensive, which is great for developers.
Yeah, but I wonder if the command line interface could intimidate non-tech users.
That's a valid concern. They might want a simpler interface for general users.
Absolutely. Striking that balance between power and usability is essential.
And considering it's open source, it might invite community improvements and tools.
That's the spirit of open source. Community feedback could lead to significant enhancements.
Totally, it's like a collaborative evolution of technology, which is exciting.
Right, but what if they face challenges in maintaining community contributions?
That's a reality for many open source projects. Sustaining engagement is tricky.
For sure, it's like herding cats sometimes, trying to keep everyone aligned.
And with rapid tech changes, constant updates are necessary to stay relevant.
Exactly. So, what do you think Magica's impact will be in the long run?
I think if it continues to evolve, it could set a standard for file detection tools.
That's a solid prediction. It's definitely paving the way for future innovations.
And it raises a lot of questions about AI in general, especially in security contexts.
Totally. The intersection of AI and security will keep evolving. Makes you think.
Yeah, and it'll be fascinating to see how it shapes our interactions with technology.
Absolutely. But I guess the key takeaway is the importance of accuracy and trust.
Exactly, so here's the question. How can we ensure that AI like Magica remains trustworthy?